This is a traditional Māori hangi cooked in the ground, which I really recommend. Right here in the middle, I think we're having this today. This is called white baked fritter, which is a kind of New Zealand shirasu, which is a bit bigger, but I think they're making it downstairs today for a little taste. And very common in New Zealand, but we only have a season for 4 months that we can catch white baked, so shirasu. So it's really, I guess, really bit of a delicacy, but New Zealanders love it, and it's expensive in New Zealand because of how limited it is that we can get shirasu or white baked. And then fish and chips. So we do have a lot of British influence in New Zealand, being colonised by Britain. Our grammar, our English grammar is British grammar, but our accent is very close to Australia, very close. But also a lot of influence from Britain, like we say dance in New Zealand like they do in different parts of Britain. And so fish and chips as well is one of our most common foods in New Zealand. So most families will have fish and chips Friday night. Friday night fish and chips is a very common thing in New Zealand. And we have, at the top there, meat pies are a big part of New Zealand diet. So almost every bakery, convenience store, gas station will sell meat pies, which have a lot of fat, but they're very delicious.
What's inside of a meat pie?
Stew is like a meat stew, or you can have chicken inside. You can have,
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms sometimes, and pastry. So, but because of the pastry, it's not very healthy. But very common in New Zealand. And meat, we do eat a lot of meat. So barbecues and steak and sausages and lamb and chicken. Meat is a big part of our diet. And then this is a traditional, not traditional, New Zealand and Australia argue over this cake, who was the first country to make this cake. So Australians claim that it's called a pavlova. There's like books written about who first made this cake. So New Zealand and Australia still argue, but friendly. We claim that we made it, they claim that they made it. It's called a pavlova. So.
We made it.
Yeah, well, we did make it. Yeah. If anyone asks, it's from New Zealand. It's called a pavlova. Yeah, so this is some New Zealand food. Yeah. No questions there?
Any questions on New Zealand food?
I guess I will say also about rice. So rice, I didn't grow up eating a lot of rice, but in Japan I eat rice every day now and love rice. But that's one thing that when students come to New Zealand or people, they often miss Japanese food. So you can go to supermarkets, Asian supermarkets, and cook your own Japanese food to have a bit of taste of home, taste of Japan.
I really like Manuka honey.
Oh yeah.
Do you have the kind of honey every day?
Yeah, so Manuka honey is, it's made from a New Zealand tree called Manuka, and it's very high in healing properties. The Manuka honey it sort of tastes like medicine, but it's very good for you. So this year I actually had an operation on my vocal cords, and I took that every day, and it's really good for you. And so you can buy it in some international shops. In Japan, it's quite expensive.
Very expensive.
Yeah, quite very expensive. But it's very good for you. So if you want to help your health, maybe your throat or fighting a cold, it's really good for you.
You can use it on skin too.
Yeah, and you can use it on skin, you can use it anywhere. It's really high healing properties.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's like it reminds me of petroleum jelly, because you can use that on a lot of different things.
Yeah,
Right.
but I don't think petroleum jelly is good for you.
I don't think maybe it's not good, but
Yeah.
I heard a lot of people are using it for like their hands and different things. They say it heals you, but I'm not sure what it does.
Yeah, so Manuka honey it's got a lot of healing properties, so it kills germs and it can give you a lot of nutrients. So there was lots of turtles with damaged turtle shells, and they put gauze bandages that have Manuka honey on it, and it healed the shells, made them whole,
Really?
not cracked anymore. Yeah, so it's really good. So if you're thinking, should I pay or shouldn't I? It's worth it. It's really good. It doesn't taste very nice, but you get used to it.
I always take it when I have a sore throat.
Yeah. Do you think it works?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Do you like the taste?
No.
Yeah. Tastes like
Like a
medicine.
medicine.
Yeah. Sweet medicine, but it's all natural. It's honey.
Thank you.